I think that one thing that we haven't talked about is the way that the Trump administration is most likely in violation of the First Amendment by the way that it treated some of these students who are non-citizens. It's exactly true. Universities do not have clean hands here. But instead of taking an approach and executing a very reasonable demand that universities allow greater free speech rights on campus and make their campus cultures less ideologically homogenous, rather than execute that cleanly and smoothly, what the administration has done is use this, blunt force to deport or try to deport people who really didn't do anything terribly wrong. These are not the students we were talking about earlier who smashed windows or assaulted security guards. The students.
These are students exercising freedom of speech, right? I mean, that's what we're saying.
Right, and the Supreme. Yeah, and the Supreme Court probably will have to decide whether or not, because they're not citizens, what type of free speech rights they're afforded. But it has issued rulings that go back and forth on this. And we just, you talk to legal experts and you just don't know what the Supreme Court ultimately is going to say about the First Amendment rights of these folks. But, the two highest profile cases, we're talking about, a guy who at Columbia, who was the spokesperson for an organization that believed and said some pretty outrageous things, but he's not on record having said any of them himself. And a woman at Tufts University who just wrote an op-ed about divesting. It's pretty hard to see where the Trump administration can make a legal case that these people are national security threats.